Very.
A very good evening to you all and welcome to Ariman's Talk Show. Today we are going to talk on the topic the importance of books. Books are a man's best friend. They not only enhance our vocabulary and knowledge but also give us great company. I have invited a few guests. Our first guest for the evening is Mr. Ashish Bakshi, who is a business head of an online food startup.
Hello, Ariman. Hello, everyone. Glad to be, and it's an honor to be on your show today.
And our second guest for the evening is Miss Ananya Rai, who is a manager of a healthcare company.
Hi everyone. I'm really glad to be on Ariman's talk show and to be talking about some good books today.
Miss Ananya Rai is joining us from Singapore, and our third guest for the evening is Miss Sumedha Rai, who is a graduate student in New York University and does a finance job in US.
Hi, Ariman. I'm really excited to be over here.
So, without any further ado, let's start the talk show. My first question goes to Mr. Ashish Bakshi. So, Mr. Bakshi, why do you think that books are important?
Thank you very much, Ariman, to invite me on your show. And I think it's a great topic. Books, incidentally, in today's times, children mostly spend a lot of their time on gadgets. But books, I believe, are very important from a lot of various facets for not only from a learning perspective, but it engages you a lot, helps you in building your imagination, as you said, your vocabulary, helps you get into the skin of the character that you are reading about, which is not really possible when you are actually engaged in entertaining yourself by watching any movie, etc. So I believe that if you truly want focus in your studies and in your during your education, I think reading books is a great habit to have, and you should just read whatever you like to. It will also help you build focus in your studies, and you'll slowly start to enjoy your curriculum as well. So I think reading is great for everyone.
Okay, so thank you, Mr. Bakshi, for giving us so much knowledge on books. Now, I would like Miss Ananya Rai to give us her perspective. Why does she think books are important?
So I think books are important because when I was a kid, books used to take me to a whole new world because I read a lot of Harry Potter, read a lot of Sidney Sheldon, and I used to feel like I was just not in Agra where I was born and raised up. Actually, I got to know about the world, about different kinds of people, about what people were doing abroad, outside of India. So, books collectively give us a lot of knowledge about different cultures, different food, different places, different people, how they live. So, anyone who wants to increase their horizon and get much more knowledge beyond, your very immediate world, I would suggest people should start reading books because that's the source from where you can imbibe a lot of knowledge about the outside world and a world which lies beyond. So I think that's why books are really important. Thank you, Arman.
Thanks, Miss Ananya Rai, for informing us why books are important. Now, my last question goes to Miss Sumedha Rai. What is your perspective on books?
Well, Ariman, my co-guests have covered a lot of very good points, and I'd just like to add that for me, books were such a vast source of knowledge for just a lot of topics. So when I was growing up, I was reading across the border about magic, about cooking, about traveling abroad, about thriller novels, and a lot of these things. So whenever I would meet people, I was never short on discussing all the new topics that they wanted to discuss. So you're not only you're not just thinking about one topic. You have such a vast amount of knowledge on all the topics that you can think of. And then people of different countries can use books as a very good source for learning the new languages. For instance, whenever I was speaking in English, I was always very grammatically correct, the source being books, because you tend to talk to different people and say, I'm learning French, and I start reading French books. I think I would gain a lot about how French is written, about how the French writers write, about what their culture encompasses. And there's a lot to be learned from the books. So there is vocabulary, there is visual memory building, there is knowing a lot about different cultures. And of course, you never get bored. So I never had to go out always and play. I had a book, and that, as you mentioned, was my friend. And I would spend hours and hours with my book friend.
So thank you, so Megha Rai, for your perspective, and all of you gave us great information. Now, the second question is, which is your favorite book, and why do you like that book?
Okay, let me take that, Ariman. My favorite book is a book called Outliers. It is written by an author called Malcolm Gladwell. And why I like that book is because it teaches you one very important lesson, which I hope every child, including yourself, Ariman, that we remember that success is not possible without hard work. While there are various circumstances that also enable someone to become successful in life, but all successful people, and the book mentions about successful people in various walks of life. It talks about Bill Gates, who has been the most who's been the richest man in the world for a very long time. It talks about Apple's founder, ex-CEO, late founder Steve Jobs. It talks about Beatles, the most famous rock band in the world has ever seen. And it talks about how they spent 10,000 hours of continuous practice of one thing to actually become very good at it, right? So while there were circumstances and the period when they were born, but one commonality among all of them was hard work. So I think the book teaches you and gives you a very, very important lesson that there is no shortcut to success. Work hard and you can achieve success despite or because of the odds.
So, thank you for your knowledge. We will all read this book and try what is in it. Now, I would like Miss Ananya Rai to give her favorite book, and why does she like it?
So, Arman, my favorite book was the one which I read when I was as old as you are. And it was called David Copperfield. And it's the 8th book by Charles Dickens. So, David Copperfield, basically, why is it my book? Because it's about this boy who was called David Copperfield. And when I was around in my 6th standard, I was reading that book where David Copperfield, from a little boy, grew up to be a man, and all the adventures, hardships, happiness, sadness, everything that he experienced. So I felt like, David Copperfield was my friend, and I was traveling through that journey with him. So he had little instances where he would be happy and I would be happy with him, where he would be sad and I would be sad with him. And through David Copperfield, I also learned a lot about the classics, and that got me started onto classic books that time. So after David Copperfield, I did pick up books like Little Women and so on and so forth. So I would suggest children to buy this abridged version of David Copperfield, which is a very, very great classic to start your journey with. That's my favorite book.
So, thanks. Now, everybody must try this book once. And now, I would like Miss Sumedha Rai to tell her favorite book and why does she like it.
So, Ariman, I knew we'll be covering a lot of genres, and my guests have already mentioned books in the field of classics, tech, success, and positive thinking. I am getting you something. Well, I have a lot of favorite books. This is one of them. This is called The Empire of the Mughal. Raiders from the North. It's a historical fiction book, and I think you will be reading something about the Mughal dynasty very soon in your curriculum. So, this is a book about the first Mughal king. His name was Babur, and how he was the king of a very small location in Uzbekistan called Fergana. And from there, he was able to go on and conquer a lot of other countries, move to India, embrace their culture, conquer the whole of India, and establish an entire empire that lasted for a very, very long time, almost till 1857, till the British came. The reason why this is my favorite book is that I'm really fond of history. So it takes me to the time when the Mughal historians were, really researching about what the Mughals looked like, what their culture was. Because, I am a Hindu and I didn't understand much about the Mughal dynasty before I actually read about this book. So their culture, their way of living, their way of talking, their way of conquering things was very, very different. And it took me on a very, very beautiful journey where I learned about the first Mughal emperor, how he came in, what his hardships were, what his success stories look like, and then how he was able to embrace our culture into his own and thus establish the Mughal Empire. And then this book, if you get interested in it, also has a lot of sequels. So you learn about the kings that followed him, Humayun, Akbar, who, as you know, is a very famous king, all the way to Aurangzeb. And it's a brilliant read. So I would recommend everybody, if they like history, to get started on these books.
So everyone who likes history must try this book. And all of you have given great knowledge about books. Thank you to our esteemed guests. And for those who are thirsty for knowledge, books are the best options for quenching their thirst. Thank you. This is Ariman Wadhwa signing off. Have a great day and bye.